Poopsies, I hope you are all doing phenomenal today. Thank you for joining me on this journey together. So, if you would like to help support your channel, yes, this is your channel. We're a family of Poopsies. It's just a cute little name I call my subscribers because I love you so much. Tap that bell and hit all notifications after you subscribe, okay? So you can get notified of new content from me daily as I upload daily. If you would like to help support my journey to keep running this channel, that's our channel, okay? I have a website called TonyBomboni.com, and you can use those coupon codes in the corner for the bookings. The coupon codes are for the bookings, so my Reiki, my tarot, my coffee cup candle wax, and custom ASMR videos, okay? Which I'm about to go into detail in talking about. I also have a lot of other stuff on my website that you can check out, like my OnlyFans, my Cameo, my ASMR albums, which, I mean, you guys are just blowing record after record on there, right? Slowly but surely. I thank you for your support, and I'm glad you guys continue to listen to me on my ASMR albums, which you can find me on Amazon, Deezer, Tidal, iTunes, Apple Store, Spotify, and much more, like a SoundCloud, okay? I really, really do thank you from the bottom of my heart, really, truly, okay? It's a great way to listen to these videos outside of this platform. Okay, so just so much on my website. Just check it out. It's well worth it. There's so much more on there than there is on here. I love you all so much, dearly from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you're all doing well today as I talk about my website. So when you book my services, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar who have booked. You don't need the introduction. You know how this works, but this is for people. I'm really always trying to reach out and help more, reach out to my audience, those who are willing and those who just want to try something new and different, have an open mind. A lot of this is like considered the quote unquote taboo or the metaphysical or etc. So I've always been into those spiritual type practices. It's always fascinated me. I've never gotten deeply into the occultic teachings or work. I don't really, a lot of it, nowadays, I don't really personally buy it too deeply or invest in heavily. I'm still interested in things like a zodiac, astrology, stuff like that. So I do introduce that into my line of work, but I'm always open and welcome to provide my services for people who are into that stuff, right? Like it doesn't surprise me. Nothing really shocks me. I've gotten all types of questions and clients who just have very unique situations, and so this is a judgment-free zone. That's very important that we have that true unconditional love in our hearts and just have an open mind. So don't be afraid to ask me anything. Don't be afraid to share a little about yourself. I like getting to know you guys, and with time, I get a lot of people repeating clients, repeat bookings, and it makes me very happy to see that, okay? And new people as well. It's a good feeling. It makes your heart skip a bit when you see someone new coming through the door. It's like, oh, it's exciting. It's you can reach out to someone new and help someone new. So that's why I like running my business like that. It's the best decision I've ever made to have my website. I mean, gosh, like I don't see any other way now. I don't know what I would do with my life without that. I'm so happy I decided to open it in 2019. And you guys, you guys are so amazing. I could almost cry every time I even think about it. I can't believe it's been 3 years doing this. And it just makes me very happy. And you guys just rock. And I didn't mean to get emotional, but yeah, I feel very blessed, very grateful that I was able to reach to you guys. It's like, sometimes it feels like I opened my own YouTube, like literally my own YouTube website. That's how much you guys have just blessed me, and I hope I was always able to bless you back with my services and just do what I love. I never thought try not to, but I'm such a crybaby, you guys know. I just need a hug. I've been doing readings since I was like 15, and I never once ever in my dreams thought like 10 plus years later I'd do this for a living. It just feels really good. I did it for such a long time for free. I did it so many times for free. I never once charged anyone in those like 10 years. It just didn't feel right. I wanted to get to learn the cards more, have a deeper connection, and I felt so silly in the beginning. I guess I'm just speaking from the heart, because this is our channel, you know. It's like it's a very healing place. It's a place I can share with you and heal and grow. We can grow together. Or it's just a crybaby channel, whatever. No, but my point being is, oopsie, when I first promoted my website, I felt foolish, I felt silly, I felt like people were going to be very hateful and spiteful, like, oh, just another, you know, thing Tony's doing. It's like, you know, because I've been around a long time, okay? I'm not afraid to say, like, I've been doing this a long time, okay? There's not many ASMR artists in this world left that are still making videos, not to mention daily videos, and that have been doing it for like 10 years now. Okay, I can count them with my two hands. You know, there's just really not that many people. So, like, it never bothered me that, you know, I don't have like tens of millions of subscribers by now and billions of views. You know, it doesn't bother me. But I knew I had to like continue somehow. I knew I couldn't sustain without having something else. So this is kind of why this website sort of had to happen. I think life, universe really guided me in my heart and my spirit to push me to help on an individual basis. This is why I started the website. I was reaching millions, hundreds of thousands of people sometimes per video, and I always felt alone. I always felt empty. I felt the void. I felt the sadness. I felt isolated. I felt like I still couldn't reach people. I was reading all these comments. I mean, some videos would get like 5,000 comments, 10,000, 20,000 comments, and I felt so sad and alone. That never did anything for me. But the fulfillment I feel from just helping people one-on-one through these bookings was the equivalent of 50,000 comments. Like, priceless. And just to see the feedback people were giving me in the email after the session's over, I could never, ever pay that back, ever. And so this is why I know I had to create this website. It's like we're all energy, right? And energy, as we're evolving slowly, as we're evolving with consciousness, I guess I'm getting deep here, but I really want you to know the heart behind my website. And it's not just like something that just exists and, you know, it's just a part of thing. I want you to really feel and know why it's there and connect with you more. And yeah, I wanted to reach out to my close-knit community. I never wanted to be famous, you guys know that. And I wanted to be there for people and help and reach out even in different countries, right? I couldn't just like open a store and like reach people. That's like, maybe I could have, but still would have been maybe successful doing that, sure, in my own town, but I couldn't reach my community that I've worked so hard to build for many years. And I wanted a way to do that and to do something that others didn't do yet, which is give you the video once I'm done, rather than just a phone call or an IM, a text message. I wanted you to get your footage, and that's why I think it really worked very well for me and for you guys, is because of that. I wanted to revolutionize the way that this content is handed out. Okay, and so I wanted a way for people to look back and say, yeah, I can rewatch that moment in time, that captured moment in time, and get something out of it. It's not just a one-off phone call that you forget 75% of the things that were even said in that phone call during that tarot reading, right? So, and I hope I'm not the only one. It feels like I am, but I hope others are maybe inspired by this and they start their own business and do something similar. You know, I'm not going to grow bitter and resentful because someone stole my idea and made it even better. No, feel free, steal. I'm not going to act like I haven't been doing that for a long time too, right? We all are taking from each other in a way and creating something better. That's how we evolve and we grow, you know? So we're not the only one doing it. It's very selfish to say we're the only one, right? No. I hope this inspires someone to start their own company or do their own thing, right? But it didn't hit me until now how much of an impact this has been making, and just like it took such a long time to even believe it, that people were still booking like pretty much every day, and you know, a lot of times several times a day, and it just like, wow, you know, this is really has been working for some reason. And I guess I wanted to just sit and talk about it a little bit and share that. But anyway, yeah, so I just like to do my work. It's not about the money for me. It's very actually affordable, inexpensive for what it is, for the amount of time and effort that goes into these videos. I mean, I really, at the end of the day, like, don't make much. It's about helping people, okay? It's about reaching out to people who need that guidance. I'm happy with little things. I'm happy with small. I don't need like a bajillion dollars, you know, so that's not why I do this. I wouldn't have opened this if I, you know, started with that mindset. I would have done something much easier, like, here, let me sell you an online course for $500 and just make a bunch of passive income. But I know that's not the answer. I used to do stuff like that with sponsors, and I was so miserable, you guys. I almost died. I mean, I was not in a good place spiritually. What matters to me is the healing journey more, and this is why I do what I do. So I just wanted you to get to know me a little bit more if you haven't yet, or, you know, why I did why I'm doing what I'm doing. And people may look at me and say like, oh, you're 27, 28, like, oh, you've done this a long time, oh, you could have done something else. It's just, I really don't care, you guys. Like, I have more than enough in my life than most people. I really don't care for those things. I mean, I just want to be there, you know. I don't want to be like a celebrity. It's not about that. I don't want that attention. I don't want people to know me for that. I don't even like being recognized in the store. Like, I just hated it. People have been recognizing me since like my early days in like high school and college, and I just hated it. I hated every part of it. I wanted to reach out to people one-on-one. That's what I always wanted to do. I wanted to connect. That's why I started. I didn't mean for any of this to happen, but it just happened, and I had to go through it because I know that's part of our soul's evolution. We already know deep down inside why we had to do what we had to do. It's just part of our, you know, you have to get kind of like scars sometimes along the way. You have to scrape your knees along the way. It's not going to be an easy path, and I didn't sign up to be on earth to have an easy path, and I know it already. And maybe you can feel that connection as well. Maybe that's part of your story. But anyway, like I say, if you are looking for me for services, like you're always wondering if why love life's not working, something maybe you want to connect with yourself more about, try it out. I offer tarot readings, like I said, coffee cup readings, candle wax readings, which those three things I'll be talking about specifically in this video today. I have them out here, so I'm finally getting to my point. I might as well start with the candle wax reading. So when you book a candle wax reading from me, not a very common booking, probably one of my least common booked things, and coffee cup readings the least common, but people still do from time to time. I start off with this bowl, okay? So there's a poopsie on the bowl. There's a little bird, okay? So it's kind of like a wink to my baby poopsies. And it was meant to be. When I found this bowl in Marshall's or wherever I was, TJ Maxx, wherever, I don't know. I'm telling you, like, wow, this was it for me, okay, honey? Like, I just had to grab it. Okay. I just had to grab it. By the way, that light you always see, that's my strip LED lights. So right now it's purple. I be switching up the color sometimes. I used to do blue and purple. Right now it's purple pink. It's been like that for months. I just kind of like the light. I kind of just want to be consistent and keep a light, right? It just works better for me. So, and I feel like the light shines better on the tarot cards somehow. So I just keep it at purple, okay? But for the most part, yes. This is the exact camera angle and the exact mic placement. My mic is right here, okay? So yeah, like maybe I'm exposing a little bit, but I don't care. I'm teaching you for free. You get a lot on this channel for free, okay? If, again, you want to steal my idea, steal away, honey, and make it better. Open your business. This is how I do it. I got this desk from IKEA, okay? So, the way the light shines on it makes it look purple. If I turn off this light or change the color, you notice the desk changes color too. If I turn it off, see? It's gray. So this is why I did what I did. This is why I designed the studio this way. It was all prepared and planned ahead of time, okay? So, the candle wax readings, I was inspired to start from this YouTuber called Nata Soul Tarot. And shout out to you, girl, okay? She does her own tarot too. Heck, I'm not the one to be, like, they say in business you should never, like, promote someone else. Forget that nonsense. I'm not about that life. If someone inspired me and they're doing the work too, and they're helping other people, I'm going to shout them out. I don't care if you go book her services too. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Please do, actually. She's amazing. She inspired me to do, I don't know her personally. Like, she didn't actually talk to me, but you know what I mean. Like, I've seen her videos very early on, and I was like so drawn to it. Something just said, do it. I was like, okay, fine. So, I know I've shouted her out before a couple times. I'm going to say it again. Nata Soul Tarot. She does candle wax readings from time to time. I think she even does them on her booking. I don't know if she does, but go check her out. She does amazing readings. Honestly, she does them way better. Like, she's like number one for that. So yeah, go check her out. She does these general readings in her videos, and she's super relaxing and really pretty, really beautiful woman. I think she's in Florida too. So hey girl, shout out. Okay, anyway, maybe we should collab. Okay, moving on. So she inspired me to do this, right? I've never heard about this type of reading before, seeing her video. So I was like, okay, I have to do this. But yeah, it was not my idea. So yeah, just saying. But yeah, basically I have a bowl with water. And I fill it with this cold water, and then while I fill it, I actually say the person's name. Like, if your name is Anastasia, whatever, that's the first word that came into my mind for some reason. I say, for Anastasia, while I'm filling the bowl. Then I place it on the desk, and I have here, okay, this box, this is like probably my 20th box I bought. That Amazon company better give me a discount or thank me or something, because I'd be buying from them. No, I'm playing, but like, they're very expensive. Oh my god, they're like $30 with tax and shipping, but so worth it. I want good quality for my poopsies. I pay and invest for my channel all the time, so I don't want just some like cheap material that's not gonna do anyone any good. So yeah. Oh, I believe Nata Soul also sells her own line of candles, so you can go check her out too. Shout out, girl. I just love her so much. I just want, I want her to benefit, because she really did help me with this idea, unconsciously, I guess. So please support her too. Okay, so moving on. Yes, this is the, well, I guess there's a discount, isn't there? $5 to $10 off. Well, now it's $10. It used to be just $5. Maybe they didn't notice I keep buying from them, so I think they're a Chinese company. They're like Shenzhen something. I forgot the names with the XHIANG something. Sheng, is that how you pronounce it? Please, my Chinese poopsies, let me know how to pronounce that. But these are natural. I don't know what language that looks like, from Czech Republic or something. I don't know why it's like a Chinese company. I could be mistaken, okay? Maybe it's like a third party, but this is how it comes, okay? They come in several options. They come in like a cool line, a warm line, an original line of colors. I think this is the original because they were the only one in stock at the time. It's the basic blue, pink, orange, red, yellow, white, and green. So I like to switch it up. I like to order cool one month or whatever. This line next, another line next. I like to change it up so you don't always get the same color candle. I don't want you to feel like you're paying for something that's the same as well. So yeah, so basically I intuitively pick a color unless you request in the chat box while you book on my website. It's very easy, straightforward. I've made videos explaining touring my website, so you can check those out, or you could just, it's very easy. You could do it from your phone, your computer, your iPad, your tablet. Like probably 1,000 people have done it by now, so can you know what I'm saying? So very easy, straightforward. So here's one candle, okay, orange, and I light it up with a lighter, and then I basically give you some, triggers while doing this as well. I'm not just sitting here rambling on and on, yapping away. But these are natural beeswax. Look at the quality. Look how they're wrapped too. See how it's, where is it? There we go. The end of it, how it's wrapped around like a spiral. These have a exactly 13 to 15 minute burn time. So this is perfect for my 15-minute candle wax readings, which I only do 15 minutes. Because that's the exact time, like this is why it was perfect to buy this candle. So the exact length and burn time I need to finish your booking, right? Like perfect. So I start off getting my phone, right, with every booking, every candle wax, coffee cup, tarot reading. I get my phone and I read I read your name, I thank you for booking, offer your 20% coupon code, because once you book just once, you get 20% for life, meaning you can use the code TONY2 for life after you book just once. The first time you book, you got to use the code TONY for 10% off, okay? So people were asking me about that. Why don't you use 20% off first time? Because I want you to come back. You just have to book once and then you get 20% for life. Like, who doesn't want that, right? And so people thought in a business marketing aspect that was backwards, but I actually found it benefited a lot to do that way rather than the traditional Bed Bath & Body Works method of just get them in the door first time. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, hey, you know what? Honey, nowadays if it helps your business, why not try that same method, see if it works for you, okay? Anyway, I've read a lot of books on finance and stuff, so maybe I know what I'm talking about, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know everything. But I light this candle, so I circle it like 3 times, and then I ask the question. I read your message from my phone. Then I put the phone aside because, I don't like to interfere with the phone energy and then the booking. I just kind of pull it out. It's quick, easy, simple. I set it aside, and then I just do focus on the reading. I set the timer for 15 minutes, and then I just let the wax drip, and I read into the wax. You've seen my candle wax readings in past ASMR content, so you know how it works. And so I let it burn all the way through. Sometimes it stops burning around here. As long as it stops burning around here to here, I stop. I stop the reading, or just, sometimes it burns all the way through and it gets so hot it almost burns my finger. That's when I drop it, let it go, and the reading's over. So a lot of times I read the wax. I read the shapes and the figures that's in it. Sometimes it just, I see nothing and I feel what you're going through. I feel what's going on. Now, I think this is like a weird art kind of way of tapping in. I would much prefer the tarot because it's allowing me to visually see, you know? It's pretty easier for me to do like tarot than this. This is more of like an advanced art. So, but it's still something fun, relaxing, you know? And again, you may ask yourself, Tony, what do I book? Whatever draws you in. Tarot, candle cover, whatever draws you in. Just whatever is pulling you in. Sometimes people book 2 of them, 3 of them at once. Heck, people have booked 4 or 5 of them at once. Like, I mean, like, whatever draws you in, okay? So, I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to put that aside and away. And I will move on to the tarot. So I use these right now. Everyone's asking me in the comments, what cards do you use now? Golden Art Novel Tarot. That is the name of this deck by the company Lo Scarabeo. It is an Italian company. The artist is Giulia F. Massaglia. And it is 78 tarot cards with instruction. So these are the ones I use now. I switch them up every few months to a year or so. Something just called me to these cards until I find even better ones. I'll keep using these. So these are the ones, you've seen them a lot. I just got, your tarot done recently in a video on this channel. So I always shuffle the cards like this before I do my Celtic cross spread reading, which is a 10 card spread. So I shuffle like this, okay? And I offer 15-minute and 30-minute tarot readings. So I always recommend the 30 because, well, here's a secret. The longer ones you book, the better deal you get. Same with ASMR. Like if you book a 15-minute ASMR, you actually get more for your money if you book the hour-long ASMR because you're paying less per minute. Did you know that? Well, now you know. On top of that, using your 20% code, you save a lot. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But not only that, it's not rushed, right? A 30-minute reading is way better quality than 15-minute. For a 15-minute, do 1 spread of Celtic cross spread. For 30-minute, I do 2 if I have time. If I see 1 spread and I read into it very deeply, I'll probably only have time for 1 spread. But still, the depth, the reading, and it's not just 6 of Cups. Oh, this means you're going to be in love. Queen of Swords. Oh, in reverse. Oh my gosh, you're having, a power struggle issue or something. No, I go in depth. I connect it. It's a storyline. I connect the puzzle pieces. I talk a lot in that time. I probably say 10,000 words in that time. I mean, I talk a lot in that time. You get a lot. Okay, I put my energy, my heart into this. I don't just say this card is this and this could mean that, or no. But this is, at the end of the day, entertainment purposes only. So I always say, take what you will, leave what you won't. So you're going to get what you get out of this. I'm not going to pinpoint everything 100% of the time. I'm not God. So I call upon God, though. I believe in God. Just because I do tarot readings doesn't mean I don't believe in God. Okay? So, it also doesn't mean that there's something wrong with doing tarot readings, okay? What's the saying? We're all sinners, right? Like, no, but I don't look at it that way, okay? It's just not what I believe, really, personally. So, so I do that, and then after I do the shuffling that way, then I shuffle this way if I'm gonna do another spread. Once I'm done with my spread, I then pick out 3 cards, and then I pick out a final outcome card. Sometimes if you have booked me again and again, I'll do another final outcome card, and then maybe sometimes another 3 cards, right? I like to give you extra. Sometimes I bleed into your time. I do 20 minutes instead of 15, 35 minutes instead of 30, right? If time allows, okay? Because I want you to get that extra, right? I want to be there. And I have a tip jar after the session's over. That's not mandatory. That is optional. Mandatory, I mean. I said mandatory. What was I thinking? It's optional, honey, okay? You give me $5 or $500. That's up to you, okay? it definitely has helped. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like ever since I put that, like, yeah, it helped. Okay, I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, I really do appreciate it. But the link is paypal.me/TonyBomboni. It really is something I appreciate. I also have Cash App. It's on my website. I forgot the exact name for it. $ Tony Bomboni, I think, something like that. Yeah, so that's another option for you. I thought, hey, just like any other business, they always have a tip jar. You go in a store to buy a vegan salad, they're gonna have a tip jar right there. So hey, that's at your free will. If you think I did a good job, if I helped you enough, if you just want to tithe or throw a blessing my way, I always say it comes back 10 to 100-fold. I do believe it truly in my spirit. I've seen the benefits of it. It works, right? Like if you believe something hard enough, it works, right? So, that's at your free will, right? It always comes back. That's what I say. So, and may it come back. May you all be blessed tenfold, 100-fold. Whoever has ever donated to this channel, I really appreciate it. It all goes back to the channel anyway. Buying props of videos, Amazon stuff, etc. So, which I use for my channel. So that's the tarot readings. Sometimes even in your like custom ASMR, I'll have this in the background. This is not how your custom ASMR looks. I actually film over there in the purple wall and I light this candle. It's my Virgo candle. So you have 15-minute, 30-minute, I believe 45-minute, maybe not. No, I think it's 15-minute, 30-minute, and an hour ASMR. Oh, and I think there's 2-hour ASMR. No, I think I cut that. I don't know. Okay, you'll see my website. But a lot of times people book the hour, they book the 30-minute, like, hey, they want that longer. And it's, again, like I said, more affordable. Yeah, instead of booking 4 15-minute, you save more doing just an hour, right? Over time. So, yeah, I light a candle in the background sometimes during a reading. I definitely light a candle during my Reiki, but it's a tea light candle that goes over here. I have your crystals laid out here. Oh yeah, I forgot to say I have a lepidolite crystal over my cards when I start, so I always start them here in the middle. It helps me with intelligence, channels the message, okay? It's good to have crystals on you at all, most of the time. I like to meditate in the mornings with a crystal, and I find that it clears my mind. A lot of metaphysical workers do the sage before their reading. I don't want to trigger my fire alarm or get too much smoke in here, so I do it. That's part of the work I do. Like, I put salt in the corners of my studio. I work only in the studio so that the energy doesn't go over my house like crazy. But I sage from time to time to get that, after doing a lot of bookings, it gets overwhelming if you keep doing it every time. So you just want to do it when you feel like you need to do it. After a while, the cards start acting crazy and erratic. I need to charge them, so I put, the sage around them. I charge them with crystals. Charge them with my hands, setting the intention. I wash my hands after sessions to clear out the energies, especially with Reiki. It gets intense. I do your energy work on this table a lot. I charge your doll here. I write down your information. I have this drawer here, so I have your little journal here that I write down your personal information for the session, starting with your name, your booked day and time, your email, your phone number. You don't have to enter those, but that helps the universe know exactly who we're channeling the energy to and the reason for your session. Depression, anxiety, I don't treat the symptoms. I don't treat the diagnosis. I treat kind of like the symptoms. I'm not allowed to treat diagnosis. I'm not a medical professional. Please seek medical professional help for anything. I cannot treat people who are wanting to leave this planet. Like right now, I cannot do that. I cannot work with you through that issue. You have to get the necessarily psychological medical attention there. I cannot do that, okay? I just do energy work. I just channel intuitively. If you have like weight loss issues or you want to find a lover or something like that, like stuff like that, I cannot do the stuff that will, you just can't treat that stuff, right? Like you just can't. Yeah, so especially long distance still works. There is long distance healing. I've studied that when I study for Reiki. It drew me in. When I did Reiki, I was like, oh, I want to do this long distance, and that's why I included it in this line of work. So it was perfect. You can do tarot long distance, you can do Reiki as well. So I did the symbols, Chakra Seiki, Anjas Shonen, and Daikumiyo. I only do the first 3 symbols for 15 minutes, and I do all 4 symbols for the 30 minute. You get 5 to 6 crystals on your 15 minute, and you get 8 to 10 crystals on your 30 minute. Again, the more you book, the more crystals I usually put. Because, I just like giving that added bonus and that added benefit for, people who like to come back time and time again and, just reach out in more ways. Just like any other business would, so, yeah. What else? Sometimes I reply back to, if you send me an email. Sometimes I thank you for a donation. I like to reach back. I admittedly don't have that much time to keep doing that every single time, but I do it sometimes. I try not to pressure myself too much to do that every single time, because it's like, I feel like our energy is very important, so we have to preserve it and give it when we're ready, right? I'd like to give my energy to you when I'm ready, when I'm fully charged, when I feel good. I don't want to give you that bad energy, that empty energy, right? So that's my reasoning for doing what I do. And what else can I say? Gosh, I kind of rambled on and on jumped around. You can request your tarot readings, your coffee cup readings, your candle wax readings, and your Reiki healings in ASMR if you'd like. So I can just soft-spoken or whisper, whatever you would like me to do. Now you may ask, okay, if I requested an ASMR, do I have to book the personalized ASMR? No, you book the tarot reading, then you just type in the comment on your booking. There's a comment box. You just say, please do this in ASMR. That's all I need to know. I get it. I get it. Okay, so it's perfectly fine. I enjoy doing it. When do you get your readings? I used to say within 24 hours. That was before I had a life. No, jokes aside. Within 48 hours, okay? Typically, if I'm not traveling away, I will be away for a very long time very soon. It's up to you, but I recommend you book as soon as possible so that you get your bookings as soon as possible before I actually leave. I will still be working while I'm away because I just haven't stopped working in years. It's just, I can't. We all have bills to pay. Will that delay your readings more? Slightly, but expect 2 days max. If it goes beyond 2 days, please email me. I will respond back to you and I will tell you as to why it is delayed, okay? I want to give you that peace of mind. I did 24 hours for a very long time, you guys. I burned the heck out. Yeah, so realistically 48 hours. Usually I get it done a lot of times between a few hours, not even half a day, a lot of times. But realistically nowadays, expect within 2 days. Okay, thank you. Because you're not only getting the recorded session, you're getting, I have to go back in, edit it, transfer the files, render it, upload it, put the information together. I have to gather my stuff together. Even if it's Reiki, it takes me some time. I have to be home, first of all. I have to be mentally in the right place. I have to be prepared spiritually. I have to tap in and meditate and reflect beforehand. It takes me some time. So please respect that. And yes, after your Reiki, I do charge your crystals by the windowsill for a day if you book the 15-minute, for 2 days if you book the 30 minutes. So you get a lot. You also get a picture of your altar, which is where I lay out the symbols of the Reiki on the pamphlet and your crystals on the doll with the candle. And you can actually meditate over it, reflect on it, pray over it. You can print out the image of that thing and then kind of just, keep it in your bag, in your purse, and continue receiving the healing that way. You guys, you get a lot for the package, and it's a great bundle deal, in my opinion. I was going to set up a system where you pay monthly automatically. I'm like, nah, let's not do that. Again, this isn't about the cash cow for me. This is about helping you. So I feel like I don't want this to be a monthly business where you're like, oh yeah, I'm just going to be charged $50 a month to get 2 readings or whatever the heck. No. Because what if you don't need the reading at that time in your life? I want you to only book when you feel like you need something. when you're guided and called to book, I don't want this to be a moneymaker. I want this to be helpful for you. So this is why I don't, they say the artist / the healer or what. I don't call myself a healer, but I don't think anyone should. But the artist or whatever, the healer, if you want to call yourself that, is not good with business, is not good with money. That's very true. That's very, very true, because you're more focused on the work. You're not the financial advisor, for goodness sake. Like, you can't do both. You can't have it both ways. So this is a place where it's not about that for me, right? Sure, I'm trying to make the money to pay my bills, like everyone else on this planet, trying to get ahead and just keep up in this endless cycle of like working into the system and the rat race or whatever. But why can't we do it where we enjoy the process along the way, right? It's amazing. Sometimes I'll think about a client and then they'll book. Like, that's how connected we are now, right? And I like having those connections. It definitely makes me feel less alone. It makes me feel like I have a family, a community of poopsies that we just are there for each other, kind of like friends, right? So yeah, it's a unique, odd, weird, special place, this community, and I like it that way. Let's continue being weird together. So moving on, I covered all grounds. The coffee cup, I pick of 4 colors. I have the blue cup, the purple cup, the pink cup, and the black cup. They're all tied in with what you're going through. I pick it intuitively. I don't even read your message. I never read your messages until I sit down on this desk and I'm ready to start. I always tap in first, then I read your message to see if it confirms what I tapped in is true and accurate. By the way, in your Reiki, I know it's jumbled, I'm sorry, but that's how I talk. You get 3 cards for your 15-minute, 4 cards for your 30-minute. So I also do draw the cards for your reading, for your Reiki, to tap in more to your energy, so we can really draw in your energy here, okay? Sometimes I do general Reiki. Sometimes I do general tarot readings, general candle wax readings, general coffee cup readings. Sometimes, heck, half the time people don't even leave me a message. They want a general reading half the time. Fine, I do those as well. Would it be more helpful to you to type in a little bit something about yourself or a question for me? Absolutely. It definitely would help, because we don't waste time trying to figure out who you are, what's going on with you. We just jump right in, right? I know a lot of people want to do that to like test, like, is this person legit, or can they really do this, or tap in. This is probably not the place for you if you're asking that, okay? Like, maybe you just shouldn't even bother. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're bored, whatever. Okay, I'm not those readers. A lot of readers are like, no, I don't do general because I don't want to waste time. I'm not like that. I welcome everyone here. I welcome skeptic. I welcome everyone, okay? I've never once had a negative response, ever. Never once, to this day. Eventually, are you going to get someone like that? Duh, that's life. But so far, not a single one, Maybe someone was afraid to say it to my face. Maybe someone didn't want to admit it. Whatever. Maybe someone was a skeptic and then they got the reading and they were satisfied, so they didn't say anything. Whatever. Whatever, okay? Whether you're just here for the tingles, you don't even believe in this stuff, you just want to book for the ASMR part of it, fine. Everyone's welcome. I really don't care. Okay, so so I cook the Turkish coffee. Okay, so this is the Turkish coffee right here. So I get about a tiny spoonful, teaspoon, tablespoon at most. There's the coffee. It smells really good. Running low. I buy this gold standard coffee that I have to get like an hour from here. And it's really good, fine quality. And I just put it, I never drink your coffee because I'm not absorbing your energy. I don't want to do that. So I dump it out, tip it over, and I spin it 3 times, and I say that this is for this person. I flip it over, and the coffee sits here for 2 hours, and then I read the plate, and then I read the cup. And I read month by month basis what's going on. It's like omen symbology. I tap into what this could mean. It takes me a long time to connect, but when I finally do, it makes sense. It's like a storyline, okay? Just with the candle, tarot, coffee, and Reiki, okay? So I cook it in this thing called a cezve or a filjan. I keep forgetting what it's called. But you make Turkish coffee in this, and it boils just the right way and gets the right consistency. Don't go in. So you guys, I mean, there is a lot to these, and I spend most of my time the last 2+ years doing this. I spend more time doing this than your ASMR videos most weeks. So you know what? It just feels like a second job, but I love it. I look forward to it. It's so enjoyable for me. I love doing ASMR and this, you know. I feel very grateful. And I hope you guys enjoyed. For the ASMR, for the Reiki, for the tarot, for the coffee cup, for the candle wax readings, you get an unlisted YouTube video link in your email inbox within max 2 days. Rarely more. You watch it back forever. It's your video link forever. I ask that you do not share it publicly. You can share it with family, friends privately. Show them, pass the link to them, but do not share it on a website. I will take the video down. Someone did do that. I had to take, like, when I noticed the video is getting like hundreds of views, I have to take it down. Like, this is your private custom. Please do not share it with the world, okay? That's disrespectful. And yeah, so you do not live chat me on a video call. You do not phone call me. You do not text message me. You do not instant message me. It is done for your comfort, convenience. And so you kind of have that anonymity. You remain kind of anonymous. Like, all you have to do is really just give me your first name and your message, your email address, whatever. And then, like, you don't even have to send a picture. Like, it's just, you don't have to really talk at all. Like, you just, you know, the booking goes through immediately. I just email you back within a day or two, and then it's done. You don't have to talk to me, you know, if you're like shy and anxious, you know, like that. I was like that for a very long time. I still am sometimes, you know, just who we are, right? We're a little reserved, introverted, you know, so this is why I set it up this way. I wanted to reach out as many people as possible, okay? Extroverts welcome too. I'm not saying it's just for introverts, obviously. You know, I just wanted to make everyone happy and comfortable, and to do this from the comfort of your own home, so you don't have to run into some issues or, you know, stress out about. Please check your spam folder. That's another thing. So many times I'll send the video, and like, sometimes I get a booking done within 2 hours if I'm home, and then they're like 3 days later, where's the booking? Oh, I sent it to you, but it's in your spam. So this is why when you get the booking, you're asked to email me back that you confirm that you received the message. 99% of the time, people always say, I have access to this message. That's all they say. So you don't even have to say that. You just say, yes, gotcha, okay. Sometimes someone sends a period. Like, they get it, right? Like, you don't have to say anything. It's fine. And then I can reply to that email thread so that the Gmail doesn't think it's spam. So, because I keep sending the same message. Hi, blank, Anastasia, for example. Here is your video. I pass the link. Thank you for booking. Here's 20% off Tony 2 for future bookings for life. And then if you'd like to leave a tip, here's my PayPal. Hope you enjoy. Warm regards, Tony. So that's how I copy paste every email once you get your booking. So that's why Gmail thinks it's spam. You're always going to get email from me, alienreikimaster@gmail.com. Please do not talk to anyone on Instagram, on YouTube, anyone who claims to be me, using my name, my profile image, and saying that, oh yeah, I'm going to give you tarot readings on my WhatsApp number. No, that's not me. My readings are on tonybomboni.com. That's the only place you can find them. So I hope this made sense and you guys got what you were looking for. I'm sorry, I forgot to make some extra little bits of sound. If you want me to tap in your booking, like anything that'll help you relax, give you some peace of mind, some stress relief, don't be afraid to ask me. This is like, please don't. Like, I almost want to do like pick a candle wax, tarot, or coffee cup. I was going to do that today, but I decided to make this a spontaneous video too. So you really get to know this channel, me to the core, my site, and get to know my clients. It feels weird saying clients because it's so professional. I'm not that professional, but it's like my poopsies, my friends, my family, right? You guys that have just been there for me, and I hope I've been there for you. And you've just been incredibly amazing people, and I've got to know so many amazing energies and just tap in. And after I'm done with my readings, especially Reiki gets me heavily. I give most of my energy in the Reiki for some reason, but I know God called me to do Reiki for that reason. I come back from time to time, I check up on your altar, I charge those crystals with my hands like this, you know, I put in the work, but it gets me, it drains my energy a lot, so I have to go outside, bare feet on the grass, in the hot sun, raise my hands to the sky, thank the Lord. You know, sometimes I do prayer, I get really dizzy sometimes, lightheaded after one, so I drink a lot of water. I always recommend you get a light, healthy diet after your Reiki, plenty of rest, take a shower, you eat, ground yourself, you know, and eat grounding foods that are still light, you know. A light, healthy diet before the session as well can help you actually tap in more. And I always say, you know, you're going to get signs and symptoms. Sometimes you feel worse before you feel better, 3 days to a week, right? Sometimes you feel nothing at all. Everyone has a different healing experience. So, but a lot of times people will notice that they start getting signs and symbols and messages from spirit. A lot of times people will say my reading didn't make sense. They always come back months later and say you were right. It's crazy. Now, I would be living in ego if I were to say, oh yeah, I'm right. Like, oh, no, like I'm not, okay? I admit my faults and my flaws. But that just confirms to me that I've done the work, you know? So, at the end of the day, this will only tap into what you believe in. So if I say something and you believe it hard enough, it's going to come true. So have a mind of your own, you know, don't just believe every word I or anyone else ever says. Keep it in the back of your head, but do keep in mind there is something out there. There is a way that readers channel, and this is why this work has fascinated me for so many years. Is because I wanted to be able to do that. I wanted to be able to see what others couldn't. And when I used to be kind of like psychic on and off, but when I kind of really woke up to the psychic eye when I was 22 years old, it hit me hard, and I went through that dark night of the soul, and my life hasn't been the same since. And that's when and why I started doing the Reiki and the tarot, and that's when I wanted to actually start to, you know, make this a part-time business and charge for my services, when I really knew what I was talking about and had enough experience in life and been through enough pain and can relate to people. Because you can only read what you've been through, really. I mean, it all comes down to that. You can't tap into someone's pain truly on an empathic scale unless you've been through something quite similar. So I'll end it there. Not only do the people get the benefits and the healing, I guess, if that's what you call it, but I do as well, you know. So it's like a dual exchange of energy, and so this is also part of why I'm doing it. It's not selfish, you know. It's like you getting something in return too, because you're doing the work, right? And that concept has fascinated me for so many years, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I can only pray I continue to be able to have the energy to continue making daily content for you. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart and soul for allowing this video to come through to you and for listening to me. I hope this has helped you clarify things on a deeper scale as to the reasoning why I do what I do and why I feel the fulfillment that I do with connecting with you guys. And I don't see anything different anytime soon, unless, you know, I evolve to a point where maybe this is not fulfilling anymore, or it comes to a place, you know. So that's why I say, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. I don't know how long this is going to be out there. Book it while you can, because, you know, I really don't know, right? Like, if it get to a point where I just don't feel like doing it anymore, I want to do something different, or something else is working better, then that's probably what I'll do. But for the time being, this is what's available, and that's what I'll keep rolling with. You guys remember Uga Chunga Jewelry? I was doing that for some time until it didn't feel right anymore. It wasn't worth it to me. So, yeah. For now, this is where I'm at in my journey, and I hope you appreciate it, understand that, and thanks for having this open talk with me. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video, and I can't wait to see you there on my website.